This episode of New York Sports and Rhymes is brought to you by Maid Sailors. Maid Sailors is the leading cleaning service in New York City and Boston. They service homes, offices, corporate apartments, and Airbnb turnarounds. Use the code NYSR for 10% off your first cleaning. Call or text Maid Sailors at 212-299-5170. That's 212-299-5170 to book now. With Maid Sailors on the scene, your place will look so fresh and so clean. For more information, go to maidsailors.com.
What the fuck's harder than this?
After the Brooklyn Nets traded their future away for aging superstars in 2015, who could have imagined they'd return to the playoffs 3 years later with the roster fueled by young talent? How were they able to turn matters around in such a timely fashion? Upon hitting rock bottom in 2016, the Nets brought in GM Sean Marks, who hired head coach Kenny Atkinson. Marks and Atkinson believed in player development as the key to the Nets' rebuild. Upon taking office, Marks traded Thaddeus Young for a first-round pick, which he turned into Karis LeVert. The Nets scooped up Joe Harris from the G League, and Kenny Atkinson developed him into the NBA's best three-point shooter. Marks dropped Yogi Ferrell and signed G-Leaguer Spencer Dinwiddie to a bargain basement multi-year deal. Atkinson and staff turned him into a most improved and six-man candidate in back-to-back years. He then traded Bojan Bogdanovic and Chris McCullough for a first-round pick, selecting center Jared Allen. Marks made his biggest move during his short time as general manager when he traded poster boy Brook Lopez along with the 27th pick in the 2017 draft for D'Angelo Russell and Timothy Mozgov. In less than 2 years, Russell has become the face of the franchise and a bona fide star in New York. Marks hired the right people to help him find talent and build off of it. He hired lawyers, a number of them, to do capology and analytics. This is how a rebuild turned into an evolving, winning culture. This wasn't a quick fix scenario. The Nets finished 20-62 the first season of the Markinson era. Players developed and it was clear that a culture is being built, but the Nets simply didn't have the talent. The following season, the Nets finished 28-54, a major 8-game improvement with players developing and an identity forming, one that included a blue-collar, hard-nosed style of basketball. The Nets competed in games, but they couldn't close them out. Then came the 2018-2019 season. The players had a chip on their shoulder, and the team was filled with evolving players looking for opportunity. The Nets were 8-18 and losers of 8 straight, the same as the New York Knicks, while LeVert sat out for an extended period of time due to a dislocated foot. It would have been too easy to fold and tank, but their hardworking morals wouldn't allow it. The Nets went on to win 18 of their next 23 games. That's when Atkinson realized, with 13 games left, that there was only one acceptable result: the playoffs. Now, I'm talking about the Brooklyn Nets as a 6th seed, and perhaps one of the most improbable and unpredictable turnarounds in sports history. The Nets will play the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round of the playoffs this weekend. Philadelphia has a ton of star power with enough playoff experience. The Nets, meanwhile, entered the playoffs with just 5 players who have participated in a playoff game. One is the prophet Dinwiddie, who's played in exactly 1 game. Just like the regular season, the Nets will enter the postseason with 0 expectations. It's all house money at this point, which is dangerous for anyone they play. At the very least, they're going to put up a dogfight. With the clear vision in mind and a culture still being built, their plans look like they might be coming to fruition sooner than anybody could have ever imagined, including themselves. Just ask Atkinson, via Anthony Puccio of SB Nation. I would say, not ahead of schedule, way ahead of schedule, said Atkinson. I was expecting year 4, year 5. That's when we'll start being in the playoff mix. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a special year, special moment, and very proud as an organization that we've come this far in a short time. And it's not over. This is Greg Landorf, and that was New York Sports and Rhymes. Let's see if the excitement lasts a few days or continues for a few weeks over at Barclays. Regardless, it's clear the Brooklyn Nets are being handled the right way.
Hello Brooklyn, how you do? Where you going? Can I come too? And if I can, I'ma be your man. You be my lady and have my baby and drive my cars and drive me crazy. Wherever you going, baby girl, just take me, 'cause I'm so